Everybody is so childish. Emotional integrity in front of all things, in front of their mental health. People don't want advice anymore. They don't want real criticism. They go to life coaches. This is a booming industry. Life coaches. Hey everybody, just posting on Facebook to let you all know, starting today, I'm a life coach. I know that I was an accountant up until yesterday. But much like a comic book character, I've made a hard left turn. And my job is now life coach. Because you failed at your real job. That's the part they don't tell you. All right? That's the part they don't tell you. There is no degree for life coach. There is no qualification. It is a self-appointed position. This person fucked their life up. And now the only gig they could get is one they assign to themselves, where they're going to coax you out of your hard-earned money so they can then coach you on how to navigate yours. Have some decency, life coaches, please. Do what all failures do and become real estate agents. That's what the job is there for. It's for failures. Nobody dreamt of showing 2 bedrooms in Stanford. That is real estate. That is the last stop before porn, isn't it? That is. Everybody, we're stopped at real estate. Last stop is porn. I'd get the fuck off of the train right now if I were you. No, he goes life coach, real estate, porn, stand-up comedy. This is the fucking bottom. This is the bottom. People stop doing porn and start doing this, if that tells you anything. This is what Stormy Daniels is currently doing. This. Emotional integrity in front of everything. In front of their physical health. If I have one more friend tell me their doctor fat-shamed them, Jesus Christ Almighty. It's not fat-shaming if it's your doctor. 6 people in lab coats didn't stand around you pointing and laughing, okay? You stepped on the scale, the metal thing shot across the room. He's concerned. And I'll tell you, when I saw things become as childish as they were ever going to become, where I saw everything hit rock bottom, it was during the lockdown. Woo! Lockdown, that was rock bottom. Any inkling that we could work together as a human race, that went out the fucking window when we started having to live online 24 hours a day. And the most childish shit I saw was the vaccination argument. Both sides of it, both sides of that argument were so goddamn childish, it made me sick. It really did. I got vaxxed for me. I wasn't on anybody's team. I got vaxxed for me. If you didn't get vaxxed, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck if you live or die. I don't. I don't. You bought a ticket to the show. That's where my interest ends. Some of you paid for the meet and greet. It goes a little farther. Both sides of that goddamn argument, it was the whining from the whining. You know, you had the anti-vax people. Stupid government. The stupid government says I have to get vaxxed so I can go see Coldplay. I hate the stupid government. Then you had the pro-vax side. I'm scared for my Nana. Just please. And the arguments were so stupid from both sides. You know? Anti-vax. Oh yeah, go get a vax card. That's like showing the government. That's like showing the Nazis your papers. It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. Is it? We live in the United States of America. They've seen your papers. Your driver's license has a QR code on the back of it. All right? You put pictures of yourself, your house, your work, your dog, your kids, your favorite hangouts online on a daily fucking basis, and suddenly having to show proof of vaccination to get into a TGI Fridays is an invasion of your privacy? Okay. And then the other argument was just as dumb. Just get the jab. Just get the jab. It's medicine. It's science. Oh, are you afraid of a serum? Are you afraid of Big Pharma? Oh, do you think Big Pharma's up to something? Maybe they do. Do you not understand that hesitation? Really? Because you won't even eat steak if it came from a cow that wasn't on an all-grass diet, you cunt. Hold on. That's a non-binary cunt in that joke. I want to be clear. There's no gender attached to it. Thank you. Anyway, here's what I realized, people. Here's what I realized. And this is, I'm telling you, this was bottom. This is the ground level. This is the fucking rock bottom of the drop I've been going through this whole show. This is bottom. There is no progress because there is no unity, because there is no tolerance, because everybody's lazy, because everybody's a child, because everybody is a fucking bully. That's really what it comes down to. People want what they want. They don't give a shit about being rational or fair about it. They're a bully. You got people on the left side of the aisle in this country demanding you be more open-minded, as long as they can tell you exactly who you're allowed to be open-minded about. You've got people on the right side of the aisle demanding you be a little less open-minded, as long as your closed-mindedness accepts them and all their crazy horse shit. And then you've got people who aren't on either side of the aisle. They're not even in the theater. They're outside setting it on fire. Everybody's a bully. I've been doing comedy for 22 years. And for the last 10, social media has played a big part of it. And let me tell you, folks, over this last 10 years, I've pissed off a lot of people. I don't know what it is. I don't mean to do it. I don't try to do it. There's just something about my face. People don't like it, and they come after me. And I gotta tell you, every group, well, let me tell you the groups. Alt-right came after me. Brutal. Brutal. Hollywood left came after me. Brutal. Brutal. Bicyclists. Not a happy group of people. You know, you make a joke, you want to see one fly over the handlebars and get smashed by a car. They don't think it's funny. And not one member of one of these groups ever acted better than any other. Not one enlightened person ever took me by the hand and said, let me teach you something, let me try to make you a better person. No, they all wanted blood, period. They all acted like bullies. And I learned this lesson yet again with the latest group of lunatics I've had a run-in with, nurses. Who'd have thought? Nurses. Now, there's a little backstory to this. 10 years ago, my mom had breast cancer. She's okay now, but at the time, it was very traumatizing, as you can imagine, particularly for her. She was in the hospital, and it became clear that some, not all, some of her nurses were not getting the job done. They were half-assing it. I would leave the room. I'd call my nurse friends that worked at other hospitals and ask for their advice. They would say, that's not supposed to be happening. Here's what you should try to do. And it was upsetting. You can imagine how upsetting it is to see somebody you love at death's door, and the people that are there to care for them treat it like it's another day at the office. It's upsetting. So I'm a comedian. I wrote jokes about it. That's what you do. A year later, I had a special at Comedy Central. Taped the special that night, Did the jokes about the nurses on stage. Everybody laughed. My mom was in the crowd. Everybody cheered. And that was that. And I never thought about it again. Until a few months ago, my social media guy made clips of the nurse jokes. And he put them online, and they went viral in the bad way. Nurses started coming at me hard. Hard. Now, I want to tell you the joke so you have a frame of reference. I said, the reason you die at the hospital is because of nurses. I know that's an inflammatory setup, but it's a fucking joke! I apologize. I started at a time when stand-up comedy contained exaggeration. Anyway, I said the specialist tells you to come to the hospital, the doctor. The doctor works on you for a few hours, then the doctor leaves you with the nurses, and then you die. That's like going to a mechanic. Hey, mechanic, my car's broken. Work on it for a few hours, and then, let the receptionist fuck around with it for the rest of the week. I don't care. I know nurses are more qualified than receptionists, but it's a fucking joke. Again, I apologize. I started stand-up at a time where it had punchlines. Anyway, nurses started coming after me. Online, of course, thousands of hate mail messages. I own a bar in New York City. They started review bombing our Google profile, saying we had roaches in our food. Yeah. They started a GoFundMe to get me banned from TikTok. It worked. It worked. I got banned from TikTok. Only for 3 days, because I know somebody over there, but still, it was a hard 3 days. I call it my 9/11. It was tough. But just like ISIS after 9/11, I'm back. I'm back. So when you go through something like this, which at this point I feel like I'm like a veteran with it, first thing people will tell you, advice-wise, is do not look at anything. Don't read any of the stuff that's getting sent to you. It's impossible. It's impossible not to. You have to. So I started reading some of the messages, thinking maybe I'll learn something. And you know what? I learned a few things, actually, okay? And I want to share them with you. First of all, let me just say this, and I mean it. Nurses are heroes, all of them. All nurses are heroes. Yeah, I know. Well, they told me. That's how I know. They told me over and over and over again that they're heroes. So it must be true. Here's the second thing I learned, and this is more of a question. If you're a doctor, why are you still working? You're not needed. The nurses save all the lives. Why are you still working, you idiot doctor? Why did you spend 5 years of your life and $500,000 becoming a doctor when you could have queefed it out in 18 months at a Votech school in South Jersey? Maybe if some of you moron doctors would get out of the hospitals, we'd have enough room for these beds we need in there. And this is the last thing I learned. And this one's for real. It's not a misdirection. This is for real. Nurses work harder than doctors. And they do. They do. It is longer hours. It pays less. It is a far less thankless, you don't need, it's a thankless job. It's not as celebrated as being a doctor. Nurses work harder than doctors because that's how a hierarchy works. Economies have hierarchies. God damn it, everybody has hashtag boss bitch themselves out of common sense at this point. We're not all on level playing field, people. We're just not. That's the way it is. Do you go to a construction site and see the foreman going, boys, let me lug the bricks today? Why? Because we're all boss bitches out here. That's why. Now, there was a second part to the joke that made the nurses mad. I said, I don't know where the concept of hot nurses came from because I've never seen one. People, I've received thousands of messages from nurses. I was wrong. There is a shitload of hot nurses out there. None of them want to fuck me now. Finally found them. Can't fuck any of them. Some of them were guys, too. Before anybody says I'm being sexist, I'm not. All right? A lot of nurses are men. Here's the weird part. I went after cops in the same joke, and the cops didn't come after me. Isn't that weird? Seriously. If I asked anybody in this room, hey, I'm going to tell a joke about nurses and cops, joke's going to go viral. Which group do you think is going to really come at me hard online? Everybody in this room, even the biggest cop supporter would say, cops. No, it was nurses. Same joke. I said, hot nurse fantasy. That's like the hot cop fantasy. Every straight dude wants to fuck a female cop. Here's the problem. I've met a lot of female cops. You know what they look like? Male cops. Cops didn't say shit. I used to have a joke in this show during the vaccination argument bit. I used to have a bit in that bit about cops where I said if mobsters get pulled over by a cop when they're driving a stolen car, they kill the cop because mobsters are adults and they get the job done. It sounds bad out of context. In the scheme of it, it was funny. I never had a cop come up to me after the show and go, that was fucked up. I never had a cop walk out during that joke in the show. A lot of nurses have walked out during this part of the show. And I was really hung up on this. I didn't understand why I was so hung up on it. And then I realized it's because cops and nurses are incredibly similar. They're incredibly similar. Both are public servants, both. Both are meant to assist you, to protect you. That's the name of the job. That's what the goal of it is, right? Both wear their uniforms in public. You can always spot a cop or a nurse in public. Cops wear their uniform in public because they have to. They're working. Nurses do it because they're gross. I don't understand why. Still don't get why they can't change at work. I asked them. They just screamed at me. And both cops and nurses deal with life and death on a daily basis. Which begs the question. Why is it when a cop kills a guy, it's brutality? But when a nurse kills a guy, it's just a bad day. I'm not saying we can charge the nurses with brutality. I don't know, maybe. But can't the cop get a bad day pass once in a while? Once in a while? If I was a disgraced cop, I'd be walking up to nurses daily. Like, let me get this straight. You had all the equipment to save his life, and he still died? And you still have your job? That's fucking wild. What happened to me? I'm off the force. I had to move 2 states away. What happened? They gave me a gun. It went sideways. I had a bad day. It went real bad. Even firemen get to be like, I don't know what to tell you, dog. There was fire. We tried. That shit's hot. Now, this whole nursing fiasco culminated with the greatest irony you could imagine. I started receiving death threats from nurses. People who took an oath to save life were threatening mine. They were veiled threats, but they were threats. They were veiled, you know. They'd be like, oh, you're so funny. Let's see how funny it is when you get in my hospital and I can't find the medicine. I was like, what the fuck? That's a fucking threat.